When Luke Skywalker surrendered to Imperial forces on Endor, betting his life on the hope that some form of goodness still existed within his father, he was brought face to face with the Emperor. Palpatine was the reigning Sith Master in Darth Bane's line of Dark Lords, known to a limited few in the galaxy as Darth Sidious. To say that meeting Palpatine was an enormous moment to Luke would be an understatement, as the young Jedi was wrought with confusion and temptation in the face of the Sith. I've actually made a separate video detailing Luke's thoughts as he faced Palpatine, which goes very in-depth using the novelization of Return of the Jedi, so check that out if you're interested in the full story. For this video, I'd like to focus on one detail from the novelization that actually pertains to Palpatine's thoughts. Believe it or not, while Luke felt a good amount of fear in the presence of Palpatine, Palpatine was actually afraid of Luke as well. It was Vader that first sensed that his master was afraid of Luke when he reported that a group of rebels had landed on the forest moon. Palpatine was already aware of the rebels' presence, yet while Vader had been able to sense that Luke was among them, Palpatine had not. Vader almost taunted his master, for he knew that Palpatine was afraid of Luke's raw power in the Force. Conflicted but not yet turned, Vader knew that only together could the two of them pull Luke over to the dark side. Palpatine, slightly perplexed at being unable to sense Luke's presence, contemplated on the Force. They both knew that the Force wasn't all-powerful, and no one was infallible with its use. It had everything to do with awareness, with vision. Certainly, Vader and his son were more closely linked than Palpatine was with Luke, but in addition, Palpatine was now aware of a cross-current he hadn't read before, a buckle in the Force that he couldn't quite understand. Wondering if Vader's thoughts on their enemy were clear, Palpatine foresaw that the young Skywalker would surrender to his father, and instructed Vader to bring Luke to him. When Luke and Vader stood before him, Palpatine was able to use his immense power in the Force to view into Luke's mind, learning the secrets of how the young Jedi had been trained over the last few years. Palpatine learned that it had been Yoda who continued Luke's training after the death of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Luke was initially furious with himself for revealing so much through his fractured emotions, losing his concentration and his Jedi resolve in the presence of the Dark Lord. But then, Luke found strength in his faltering, remembering the instruction of both Obi-Wan and Yoda. When you are attacked, fall. Let your opponent's power buffet you as a strong wind topples the grass. In time, he will expend himself, and you will still be upright. Luke's resolve rekindled, and he paused and saw something new in Palpatine through the Force. Genuine fear. It was fear of Luke. Luke realized that Palpatine was afraid of his power, afraid that that power could be turned on him in the same way Vader had turned it on Obi-Wan. Luke saw this fear in Palpatine, and he knew that the odds had shifted slightly. Through the Force, he had achieved a glimpse of Palpatine's truest self. This realization supplied Luke with absolute calm as he faced the Sith Lord. To learn definitively that Palpatine was actually afraid of Luke during Return of the Jedi is fascinating, and just provides so much more depth to the culmination of Luke's arc as a Jedi Knight. Palpatine's fear was obviously warranted, as it was Luke's compassion for his father that led to Vader's redemption and Palpatine's defeat. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and may the Force be with you.